Good morning, boys and girls. This week's lesson is on flowers and seeds in gardening. Today we're going to read a book by Eric Carle called The Tiny Seed. The Tiny Seed. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high in the air and carries them far across the land. There are the seeds. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up, up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's rays burn it up. But the other tiny seeds sail on with the others. Another seed lands on a tall, icy mountain. The ice never melts and the seeds cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on. But the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. There it is. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail up with the wind. But the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. One seed drifts down onto the desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. Finally, the wind stops and the seed falls gently down to the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. I see it right there in the grass with the other bigger ones. Now it is winter. See the snow? After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still and the mouse does not see it. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. The birds fly by, the sun shines, the rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full they start to burst up a little. Now they are not seeds anymore, they are plants. First they send roots down into the earth, then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up toward the sun and the air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big, fat weed. It takes all the sunlight and the rain away from the smaller plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late, hurry. But finally, it starts to grow into a plant. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in the springtime. One child does not see the plants as he runs along, and oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. The tiny plant that grew from the seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7, and look, a bud, and now it even has a flower. But what is happening? First there are footsteps, then a shadow looms over them, then a hand reaches down and breaks off that flower. A boy has picked the flower to give to his friend. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from that tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and it doesn't stop. The sun shines on it and the rain waters it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It's taller than all the people. It is taller than the trees. It is taller than the houses. And and now a flower grows on it. People come from near and far to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they've ever seen. It is called a giant flower. All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow colder, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flower. Some petals start to drop off the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower. Once more, the wind shakes the flower, and this time the flower seed pod opens. Out come teeny tiny seeds that quickly sail away in the wind. What do you think is going to happen to those seeds? Do you think it might grow another flower? So next spring, another flower will grow? We'll have to see. The end. Good job, boys and girls listening.